Good evening. My name is Quinn, and I'm your host of Late Night with Quinn, the one and only, the only one that sits on this bed. And it's going to stay that way for a hot minute, because in today's episode, we dolphin dive our toes into how being in a relationship is just impossible nowadays as being a young woman or man or human being in general. Dating is hard, as well as how settling into a new environment is really hard. So, when talking about being in a relationship, what does that mean? Because there's a lot of people out here in the dating scene that are classifying what they're searching for into their criteria. What I mean by that, looking for short-term fun, looking for long-term fun, questioning. If you're questioning, why are you on a dating app? And matter of fact, what are you questioning about? Like, what are your questions? Like, it's like, okay, so that's another thing. Like, back then when there were just, you would just go to a bar and talk to people. Like, you didn't know your phone number. Like, they had to dial into internet. Like, that's crazy. I dial in to get into my house or my apartment. That's crazy to me. I type in the numbers, go do, like it's calling somebody. And it's just calling to the door to let me in. That's the shit that they used to do back in the day. There was no like, let me just whip out my phone and use LTE data, go on Tinder and start swiping and find a motherfucker that's questioning a relationship. I don't understand. I'm guessing what they mean by questioning. This is when my open-mindedness comes in. I'm guessing when they talk about like questioning, they're like, I'm going to find somebody that figures it out for me. That's what I think. Because there's times where I'm just like, yeah, you know what? Let's take a chance. And I've done it and it sucks. It could work for somebody else, but me personally, I want somebody that knows exactly what they want. And I hope that they're, what they're looking for is aligns with what I look for. But when it comes to dating nowadays, especially as somebody that's in the middle of transition, and yes, it's like, maybe you should calm down. Maybe you shouldn't be looking for a relationship. It's not just that I'm looking for a relationship. I'm also trying to find my community. Back home, I finally found that community after 2 years, 3 even, after graduating high school. And it took me a long time to find that. And as soon as I did, I accepted a job opportunity out in California. And now I'm here and I'm trying to figure it the fuck out. I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm being very picky with who I want in my life. And that's fine too. But it comes into the question of, when's too picky? You see what I'm saying? Because it's just, is it unfair? Am I the problem? Because I've learned my boundaries. I've understood them. Like, I know my limits. But when it comes to the topic of being in a relationship, right now, I question it. I question a lot of things. Am I ready for it? Do I have time for it? Am I willing to sacrifice my peace for a random human being? Just because I feel alone? Just because I crave being held or talking to somebody every day in person? Is it really worth it when I could supply that need for myself? It's hard. And, going into statistics and everything like that, there's a lot of people out there that feel the same way. And, okay, mind you, a lot of the things I looked up come from Reddit, okay? I know. But, like, Reddit's great because, you're kind of anonymous when you sit there and you write a post. Like, one person said, I'm 21 years old. I have a group of friends, but we're all getting older, and now their schedules aren't aligned with my schedule, so I tried reaching out to find other friends, but it's so fucking hard being an adult trying to find friends, Another thing with me that I've noticed, I work in customer service, and I love my job. I love my team that I work for, but I get so burnt out. Like, when I'm off of work, it feels like I can breathe. And like, when I'm out in public, I put an RBF on, my resting bitch face, and autopilot, because I'm recovering. When it comes to, like, hey, you want to hang out on my days off? On the days that I can breathe? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. See, when it comes to content and stuff like that, I love it. I love sitting in front of this tiny little camera and talking to you. I feel honestly refreshed when I do it, but God forbid I talk to anybody else, outside. Even my family, even my brother said I will spend yeah. New thing that I thought was really cute. Time check, 10:32 p.m. was while I'm doing these sessions. Whenever I yawn, I'm gonna still keep it in, and I'm gonna tell you what time I'm yawning at in real time. So 10:32 p.m. is when the first yawn happened for episode 2. Continuing on, like, I'll talk to my brothers like every single day, but God forbid I can't talk to them for so long. I can't. I used to, but now I'm just like, and it's because I am putting that boundary for myself, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm taking a long rest, as you would do in D&D, in order to get your spell slots back up. Anyways, it's just really hard, and that's okay. It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be an obstacle, because you're going through this thing called life, and life is going to throw like this heaping pile of dog shit in your face, and you're the person that has to clean it up because it's your face. It's you. Not anybody else's, it's yours. No one else is going to clean your face. Nobody else is going to clean dog shit up your face, but you don't want dog shit still on your face. That's actually a really good analogy. Damn. Another thing that I saw, there was this Instagram post, and I loved it so much. It said, you dig with your hands until you find a spoon. Then you dig with your spoon until you find a shovel. And I like that, because it's like you got to use what you have now to get to the things that you want. And right now, I want studio lighting, and I want my own place to sit, and I want a TV, and my ring light is a $10 one from Ross that is missing pieces to it. My camera is a web camera, but it's really cool because it can move if I put my high five up, like all fives. If I do this, it tracks me. So during streams, it's really fun. Time check, 10:34. 2 minutes since the last one, folks. And right now I have this shitty fucking chair. I hate this chair. I'm gonna post a picture of it right here. Editor, and I know you're trying not to put so much editing into these videos because they're mostly audio related shit, but this fucking chair. I thought it was going to be taller, and I thought it could be like more like an office chair, because I needed something fast, because I missed doing content and I didn't have a chair and I didn't have anything. I literally came here with nothing. So I got my desk. They gave me the wrong top. And they gave me a wrong tabletop for it. But it's fine. I don't give a fuck. I have a table now and it's a good size. And the chair, though, it's so uncomfortable. I can't do it. Like, it's a good reading chair. So I'm going to keep it for like reading and shit like that. And I love the color of it. I love anything with like bright, like, I love the color of this blanket here. I love orange. I love like those, like if you mix like green and orange and dark blues and yellows, and yeah, I just love it. But like, I love the color. It's a good like sit in and read in chair, but it's a fucking awful office chair, and I'm gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that. The very first day I moved into this apartment, right? Very first day, I'm crazy how we're jumping from different things. We'll go back to the relationship shit, but very first day I moved into this fucking apartment, I ordered my desk and my chair from Amazon for really good deals, like both of them like a little bit over $100. Steal, okay? First thing that happens when I move in, they get stolen. They're ripped off of my porch. They're taken from my front door. They're gone. Not to be seen again. Hey, so I start a conversation with Amazon with Mr. Bezos' team, and I say, hey, y'all, my package didn't show up. What's going on? Did you check around? Yup. Did you ask your neighbors? Yup. No. Yup. Okay, give us 2 days. So I text back a week later. Hey, y'all. Out of your listeners, I'm doing a like face, like, okay. What we gonna do? Because I still don't have it. Yeah, let me get you a refund. I want it back on my card. Cool, no problem. Let's do that. 2 weeks later. Oh, weird. Still haven't gotten my refund yet from Amazon. Let me touch base with them again. I'm sitting on the toilet. Hey, y'all. Just wondering what's going on. Did you do all this? Oh, it's been past 48 hours. It's been past, it's almost been a month. Yeah. Yep, I did order that almost a month ago. So what are we going to do about that? Here's a full credit. So now I have $116. I think 160 actually. 161. And like, I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but like, what I'm trying to get at is I can use that money to get another chair, but I just haven't, because I'm scared of it getting stolen off my fucking front porch again. And I don't want to take it to work because it defeats the whole purpose of getting something delivered to my front door, because I'm just a little girl that cannot physically lift something that's heavy up narrow paces of entryways. And that's exactly where my apartment building is. It's just physically not plausible for me as, a small woman to carry large boxes up and downstairs. I've done it before, but they're lighter boxes. You catch my drift. I much rather somebody who is trained to lift big boxes and, who has probably done, delivering around the city for a long time than my short ass who just lifts suitcases all day do that. Okay. Sidetrack. We're going back into relationships, and I have a Google Doc. I made a Google Doc for you guys. Okay. Another good point. The reason why I'm also kind of like hesitant on it is I have gotten so far in my life without being in a relationship with another person, and I'm so terrified of going into another relationship and losing all of that progress, because I'm scared that that person might take advantage of my time, and then all the time that I do make that is very limited right now is not going to what I'm passionate about, and it's going to them. And that's where I'm just kind of like, well, I gotta find somebody that likes doing this, so that way like they can also motivate me to do this, or we do it together, and we help each other edit videos, because let me tell you, editing is a fucking bitch, but I love it. I love editing videos. I love what I can do with it. I love the different techniques. I one day want to get a nice fancy camera so I can do like little vlogging things, and see what I can do with like different camera techniques, because I'm a fantastic photographer and I want to be a fantastic videographer. And yeah, I'm passionate about that, and maybe finding somebody that is also passionate about it as well, maybe that'll make it a little bit better. But maybe I'm asking too fucking much. Maybe. Anyways, I'm also really fucking young. I'm 23. And I'm getting halfway into 23. Or I am halfway. I am well past way. What? Where am I? I'm getting close to 24. And I've been through 7 relationships. I know, crazy. 7 relationships. Has it been? Wait. Okay, wait. 6. I don't know where 7 came from. 6 people. And this like last year has been the first time in a while where I took a full year to be by myself. It's been great. I love it so much. I genuinely do love it. I'm not saying that like I love you so much. I mean, like, I genuinely have loved my free time, and that's where it gets to the point of like, do I really need to be with somebody? Do I really need to? And let's go back and like the society thing. Like, society thinks that I'm wrong, but we're not trying to get married and bearing children. Society thinks I'm wrong. But in all seriousness, society really eats at us at making sure that we're married and we're having children, because the government wants to make sure that the younger population is taking care of their old folk, so that way the government doesn't have to take care of the old folk. And now they're seeing that we're not having any kids. But fun fact, if I can't move my fucking legs, I don't want to be alive. I'm done. If I can't fucking walk around, if it hurts to breathe, if it hurts to exist, I'm done. It's done. I've lived my life. If I hit 65 and my doctor's like, you can't move your legs, all right, I won't be able to move at all. It's done. We did it. Body said, all right, tapping out. And then I'm tapping out. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. And crazy statement. I love my life. 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 But when it comes to the point of just like, what's the point? Not what's the point, but like, God, this sounds really bad. What I'm trying to make here is, I feel as if right now, as a generation, we're so focused on the now, because if we don't focus on the now, we won't be able to get to the future. Because right now, this economy sucks ass. It does. And I'm not getting into political shit, because me personally, I don't know. In general, I don't know who to talk to about it. Is it the president? Is it our government? Or is it our governors? I don't know. And what I know now is to do my part and make sure that I'm taking care of myself. And right now, taking care of myself is focusing on my job, focusing on the things that I love. And I know a lot of people say, the right one will come at the right time, blah, blah, blah. You know what? At this fucking point, cool. If that motherfucker shows up in a McDonald's, I'm sitting there waiting for my fucking Big Mac, and he just walks in. It's the most beautiful man I have ever seen. I'll know. I'll feel it in my gut, my tummy. You know, I'll know. But until that time comes, I think I'm pretty solidated. I'm pretty solid on where I am as a person. Look at me little pinky tap right now. Now let's get into the second part of the conversation tonight, folks. So the second part of the conversation is talking about, oh my God, we're only 30 minutes in. Crazy. Probably even less than that, because I do have to edit this down. There's a random man shouting outside my window, and I love it so much. Being in a new environment. Being in a new environment is crazy, and I kind of dig it. I love spontaneity, and I love being spontaneous. I love just being like, hey, there's an opportunity. I'm going to fucking grab it by the balls, and I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just let it ride out. I'm going to let it ride out. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get it comfortable. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to find my people, ABC. Not only did I realize how long it takes for me to figure it out, but how draining it is. It's really freaking draining, guys. It really irks my nerks. That is my new saying. I love saying irks my nerks. And I'll sit there and I'll talk to my coworkers sometimes. And I'll be just like, God, it's just like, I get really serious. And I'm just like talking about something, whether it's just like an interaction that I had with a guest, or, you know, I'm just talking to them about like how shitty traffic was. And I'll just sit there and get like really, you know, heart to heart, and I'll just whip out, yeah, it just really irks my nerks. And sometimes you can see on their faces, like you'll be like, you know, like you're trying, like when you're sitting there and you're getting yelled at by your parents, right? But like you look over at your sibling and they're giving you the look of like, is this bitch serious right now? Or like, I don't know if I should be laughing or if I should be scared. And you're trying hard not to fucking laugh. That's my coworkers with me. Those are my coworkers with me when I whip out irks my nerks. Do you want to know where I got that from? I have no idea. I have no idea where that came from. I don't know where in my vocabulary it came out of. I have no idea where it's sourced from. I cannot give you the link to it. So, and where was I going with this conversation? Transitioning, finding friends, trying to get into the groove of things, getting comfortable. It takes a while, and it really irks my nerks because it impacts the mental health really hard. And my mental health is something that's very important to me as a person, because if I'm not taking care of myself enough, I plummet hard, and I cannot risk that. Hence why we talk about relationships and how I'm really scared of getting into one and putting all my time and effort into a relationship instead of me, myself, and I. So maybe I should wait. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe, I don't know. Going back to the topic of discussion now, we moved on from it, Rin. But mental health is very important to me. Self-care is very important to me. So when I notice that I'm neglecting it, it makes me sad, because then I'm like, oh no, I'm falling apart. I'm being broken. I can't do anything now. And it's like, no, that's not true. You just need a reset. You just need to take a little break. You need to, instead of today, you know, worrying about what you need to do on your days off, maybe we start thinking about different ways of coping. And we take the day of just relaxing and being with ourselves and learning different ways of handling stress. And that's okay. You know, it's okay to take a break, to find yourself again. I know, like, people go in and out of relationships and out of friendships, and they realize how much they depended on that person to cheer them up and to make them feel like a human being again instead of a robot in this corporate, harsh world. However, we can be that person for ourselves. And I will sit there and I will proudly say, I am doing the goddamn thing. And how am I doing it? I'm listening to me. I'm listening to her. If she wants to go and buy a burrito instead of cooking dinner tonight, and I know she's been eating out for the past couple days, she's gonna go eat a fucking burrito. And we can put the chicken in the refrigerator and we can cook it up tomorrow. Because I know for a fact tomorrow Rin is gonna want to eat that chicken. If she wants to just sit in bed and watch YouTube so that way she can get that inspiration again, she's going to sit in bed and she's going to watch YouTube until she gets that inspiration again. And guess what? It worked. I'm here. I need to go back to the gym. Okay, let's start from day one. We were too scared to go to the gym by ourselves, so we started working out at home. So we got a yoga mat. And we did our first yoga practice yesterday before we went to bed, and it helped a lot. And now I want to go and do some stretches after I do this because my God, my back is hurting. I'm going to delete all my apps off my phone so I'm not on it for 2 hours every day. Or not 2 hours, 4 hours every day. That's my average screen time is 4 hours. Then she's going to delete all of her apps off her phone, and the only way she can get on it is on Instagram is through her browser to update people on things. Those are the baby steps that I'm taking, and I know a lot of those baby steps might be big steps, and that's just who we are as individuals. We are all different in terms of how we try to regulate, our overconsumption. And that's okay. Do not beat yourself up. I'm just a crazy bitch that can just sit there and be like, nope. Maybe it's a trauma response, because I do that with people. Immediately, as soon as I lose interest in somebody, they do something that really just icks me, it's gone. It's gone. I detach real fast. I will sit there and I will talk about how amazing and attractive and funny you are to my friends, and I will keep talking about you to the point where they're just like, shut the fuck up. And as soon as you do something that really irritates me, and I know it'll be a problem if we ever do date, watch with me. You don't blink, you'll miss it. Boom, it's gone. That feeling for you is gone. Should I get evaluated for it? I don't know. Is it something that kind of concerns me? Yeah. Is it a bad thing? I don't know. Will it be my downfall? I don't know. Why am I asking these questions that I know the answer to already? Because I want to make sure you're on the same page as me. Even though you might not be, because you're just like, what the fuck do you mean you just lose that? I could literally be talking about an example. A guy that I was really interested in. He checked all the boxes. Green flag all the way around. He did one thing. The one thing that I just do not like. And it's gone. All of those feelings, all of those times that I would sit there and be like, oh my God, he did this. They're gone. All of that means nothing to me because you did something that I know for a fact I will not be able to tolerate in a relationship. I do not see it being possible. And if you have like a similar experience and you feel comfortable sharing and relating, I would love to hear it, because me personally, I'm just like, I'm scared that it's something that could cause me a great downfall in the future, and I don't know how to change that. I just detach so fast, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Right now, I'm thinking of it as a good thing because I'm recognizing flaws that I know won't work in a relationship. However, that's a human being who makes human errors, and, you know, there's still somebody I care about. Why would I eliminate that, you know, possibility of being with them entirely just over one mistake? You know what I mean? Like, it's not really fair. And now that person might not even think anything of it, but, you know, I'm still friends with them. There could be a possibility. However, my mind just gets rid of that feeling entirely, and it's just gone. And I have never felt the need to forgive. I just find it not a necessity anymore. So, I don't know, man. World's crazy. Speaking of the world and, you know, relationships and shit like that. Not relationships, never mind. Speaking of the world, moving to California from Colorado. That transition, crazy. If you don't know, a lot of people in Texas and California are moving to Colorado. So as a native to Colorado and trying to build my career and trying to move out of the house while all these people are moving to Colorado, it's really hard because the cost of living is all the way the fuck up there to the ceiling, and minimum wage is all the way down over here, right where my knee is. Because all of a sudden all this housing is being built because all these people are coming in from, you know, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Los Angeles, California, San Diego. All of them are moving to fucking Colorado. And, you know, now we're just, all of us are just like, well, what the fuck? What the fuck do we do? There's no fucking plausible place to live out here. I moved to California. I can afford my own place and I'm perfectly fine. What? What happened? What's going on? I'm so fucking confused. California has always been that place that my family would always be like, don't move there. Don't do it. It's too expensive. It's too dangerous. I don't want you living there. But like, you're gonna see somebody homeless. Any city you go to, any small town, doesn't matter how fucking rich the main population is over there. It doesn't matter. There's gonna be someone homeless. There's gonna be someone, you know, causing a fight. There's gonna be stolen cars. There's gonna be stolen items. Fucking, not even the first day I get here, someone steals my fucking desk and chair. And you know what I do about it? I just take action. I'm just like, it's whatever. It happened. We move on. You do what you can to protect yourself. You know, it's just getting into the transitional phases of life, and especially during a spontaneous move. Like like I said in my last video when I first started, like I was in a hotel room 3 months ago saying, I don't know if I'm going to accept this job position. And here I am. 3 months later, I accept a job position and I'm in an apartment now. Like, life has changed so fast, so suddenly. I don't even know where the fuck I'm gonna be in the next year. I have a year lease, less than a year lease. I have no idea what's going on next year. So, what I do know what's going on next is I'm starting the second channel. As you can tell, it's Late Night with Quinn is on Rinzor Jean. That is me. I'm Rinzor Jean. You'll be asking, where the fuck did this name come from? Well, my actual name is Rin. And my middle name is Zora Jean. So now you have that. That is me. This channel would be primarily for YouTube commentary videos, so more like video essay kind of stuff. I'm working on a bigger video right now. I've been writing the script for it for a long time, so it's something that I'm really passionate about as a person, and who I am as an individual. So I've been recording some things for it. I've been writing some things about it, and that video will be uploaded here on Rin Zora Jean. Quinny is still gonna be video game related content, more of like VODs from my streams will be uploaded there now too. So if you want to have more video game content streams, those are still our video game content related to my streams. Those videos will still be uploaded. Those will just be on Quinny. And of course, video essays and commentary videos are mostly going to be on this channel for Rin Zora Jean. So if you want to check out Quinny, that's my baby too. That video or that channel will be primarily for YouTube, or not YouTube, oh my goodness, Twitch content and VODs that I'll be uploading. So what does that mean for future Late Night with Quins? Well, scene's going to keep changing, but it's still going to be the same concept. We'll sit there and we'll talk about something that I think pertains more to me and how it could be a little bit relatable to a lot of you. However, I do take, comments or, reviews that you might have leave for me. It makes me grow better and what I should talk about. So if you have a topic of discussion that you want me to talk about next week, or whenever this will be uploaded, or whenever the next one will be uploaded, let me know in the comments below. Ask me any questions, or even send me an email, and if you want me to talk about it, or just email you back. But yeah, let's make some friends and let's be relatable together. Yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and listening to Late Night with Quinn with your host Quinn. It was a pleasure joining me, or thank you for joining me this evening, and I hope you have a wonderful night and sleep tight. Bye-bye.